Hi guys, my name's Sarah and I would like to share some home safety tips for parents when it comes to caring for their toddlers. That's my little goofball of a brother Robbie. Well, he's not so little anymore. When Robbie was younger, he fell into the pool before learning how to swim and my cousin had to jump in and save him. Any kid from any home is susceptible to accidents. Alright, before we begin, I would like to say there is no substitute for keeping an eye on your toddler 24/7. However, I know that's not always possible, so hopefully these tips will help you out. Let's go inside and get started by talking about bathroom safety. The bathroom should be free right now. What's that sound? Robbie, what are you doing? How'd you get in here so fast? When you're giving your toddler a bath, you can't take your eyes off of them for a second. Here are some helpful ideas. Use anti-skid strips, avoid filling the water too high, and always have your essentials close by so you don't have to leave your toddler to grab anything. That's probably a package, but packages and texts can always wait when you're giving your toddler a bath. Also, don't forget to test the water before putting your child in the tub to make sure it's not too hot. Or you can buy a rubber ducky that will tell you the temperature of the water. Uh-oh, this shouldn't be here. A child could easily grab it. Make sure to keep all medication, prescription or non-prescription, out of sight and out of reach of children, preferably in a cabinet. There we go. Remember, even items like mouthwash can look like a yummy sports drink and can be dangerous to young children. Now that we've talked about bathroom safety, let's talk about fire safety. One way to practice fire safety in your home is to use smoke detectors. Be sure to install and test smoke detectors on every floor, inside and outside every sleeping area, and replace them every 10 years. As you can see, we have a smoke detector in my room, in the hallway between me and my brother's room, and my brother's room. Robbie, your room's a mess. Okay, anyway, smoke detectors are important, but carbon monoxide detectors are important too. Your home should have at least one. Now on to the kitchen, one of the more dangerous rooms in the home for toddlers. The kitchen is a great place for a fire escape plan. Make sure you create one that the entire family is aware of in case of an emergency and you need to evacuate. You don't have to be a Picasso, but it should be something that everyone can understand. Having a fire escape plan will help you and your family exit your home safely. Here's a list of emergency phone numbers that should be in an easy-to-find location. You should have the number of the Poison Control Center, your work and cell numbers, and the number of a neighbor or nearby relative. Also, make a first aid kit and keep emergency instructions inside. Speaking of fire safety, it's best to not leave lit candles unattended. And let's put this in a drawer away from the kids. A few other ways to prevent fire hazards include reducing clutter around your home, making sure that cooking food is always attended, and turning pot and pan handles away from the walkway. Next up, oh shoot, what's next? Next up, oh, that's right. Next up is food safety. Before your child eats, make sure to cut their food up into small pieces and always keep an eye on your little ones when they're eating. Robbie, get your own snack. A few other tips about food safety are make sure your child is sitting down while eating, avoid feeding your kids in the car, and if there's an airway obstruction, call 911 right away. You can't afford to waste any time. Now on to the laundry room. Many people keep their detergent and cleaning supplies in low cabinets, but always remember to keep them in high cabinets. Laundry detergent pods are a lot more dangerous to children than other detergent types, so if your child is under the age of 6, consider using traditional detergent instead. Lastly, never leave household chemicals unattended when you're cleaning if there's a small child present. Nice! A child safety lock. This will keep your kids from opening low handles to doors and cabinets when you're not looking. Having one on the back door ensures that your kids won't end up going outside without you knowing. Alright, now it's time to talk about pool safety. Let's head outside. My house doesn't have a swimming pool, but my neighbors Steve and Alice have been nice enough to let us use theirs as an example. Now, if your child isn't old enough to swim in the pool on their own, having a fence that prevents your child from entering is the best safety investment you can make. Hi, Steve and Alice.
Hi, Sarah.
Here are some important details on pool fences. They should stand at least 4 feet high and have a latch. The latch should be out of kids' reach, but if they are within your toddler's reach, they should be locked when not in use. We're almost done for today, so let's head back inside to finish up. Lastly, let's talk a bit more about choking safety, specifically toys. Small toys are one of many choking hazards. Here's a tip. When you're cleaning your child's toys off the ground, get down on your hands and knees and look around. This way, you'll be sure you found everything. Store toys away when your toddler is done playing so they can't secretly get to them when you're not watching. And don't forget to follow the age limit on certain toys. If it says not for children 3 and under, it's important to follow those instructions. And remember, if a toy is small enough to fit through a toilet paper roll, it's too small for your child. Listen, I know completely childproofing a home can be difficult, so if you can't childproof your entire house, you can still install doorknob covers to any room that hasn't been properly childproofed. And of course, how much or how little you childproof your home is up to you. But don't forget, keeping a close eye on your kids is the very best way to keep them safe. Hope these tips and tricks help you out. Robbie, it's time to go. I gotta take you to soccer practice. Oh, and if you enjoyed these tips, feel free to check the links in the video description for more information. See you later. Lastly, I would like to talk for a few minutes about some simple childproofing products that you could find on Amazon or at your local Target or Walmart. First off, we have doorknob covers and lever locks. Doorknob covers go directly over the doorknob, so if a child tries to get in, it spins, making it more difficult. Next up, lever locks. Both of these are great for any room that hasn't been childproofed yet. Cabinet locks are great for the kitchen or any cabinet that has any product that could be harmful to a child. These are appliance straps. They're pretty self-explanatory, but they're great for the microwave, freezer, refrigerator, or oven. Many corner guards are on the market right now, preventing bumps and bruises. There's even a bumper kit for any table or island with sharp edges. All the links to these products will be in the video description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.